Well, hello guys, it's Misty Dawn with Misty Dawn Creates, and we have got something very, very important to talk about. Yarn. And in all seriousness, as I always am when it comes to yarn, I'm very upset at this particular moment in time because I just found out that Lion Brand discontinued my favorite yarn of all time, Nubu. Now, if I know my channel is small, and for the little small group of folks that are my yarny folks that come in and see, I'm so frustrated I can't even talk. I was about to film a video about this cutesy pootsy pattern over here. I'm just so upset. I don't know how this. Oh, I know what it was. So I've been upset. I'm upset on a few layers. So I was going through. Oh, here. I was going through my email, and I saw an email from Lion Brand saying you get an additional 30% off of what's already even on sale for the 25% or something. I can't. It was a March something 30. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go and check it out because I haven't ordered anything from Lion Brand in a while. And they've got a lot of beautiful yarn. I get there, and I'm constantly checking out a lot of the yarn sites because I know now is a big time for a lot of sales. I know everybody's posting all these yarn haul videos from Hobby Lobby. I'm not a big I am not a Hobby Lobby shopper. For political and personal reasons, but they do have some beautiful yarns. And I did hear from watching quite a few videos that Hobby Lobby, for instance, is not going to be selling anybody else's yarns. They're just going to be showcasing their own brand, which I don't blame them on that part at all. But I know that because I'm sure that they lose money because I know that like the ice cream yarn and Bloom's Premier Bloom and a variety of other things that they sell, when they go 30% off or when they do some of these like yearly deep discounts, I know that they go for like $1, $2 or whatever, or even cheaper, and I can't imagine you finding those any other place at that price. Anyway, so I get on my Gmail. I get on my email, see this this ad, go straight to Lion Brand, start looking it up. Now, when you click it, it clicks and takes you straight to the regular yarn page. So I had to keep going back a couple times to their main site because I kept thinking, wait a minute. And as I was looking through, I thought, oh, I've always wanted to try this yarn. I've always wanted to try that yarn. So different acrylics that are always real expensive, like, Color Theory, Hue and Me. I think, in fact, is it Color Theory? I think I finally bought some Color Theory, and some of it's really scrumptious. And I thought this would be a really good way to stock up on some yarn that is more expensive that I don't always get. All the colors are sold out. I mean, all of them. And then I thought, and so their LB collection, which is their higher end brand, I really like their camel, their merino, and I've always wanted to try there's one, the yak, and, they have the baby alpaca. And I thought, I'll get some baby alpaca. Everything that I opened, and I meant to shop, and when I shop, especially when there's good discounts like that. I mean, I will spend $150 or something, if I can get a good discount like that. And I thought, well, and some of these were on only 5% off. They're on sale, and so then you take another 30. I'm like, well, that's pretty dang good. And they were trying to promote, the yarn. Oh gosh, I just can't even talk. Can I, Misty? They were trying to promote their Pound of Love. Well, I don't like Pound of Love. I mean, I really don't. I just don't care for it. I find a lot of the colors inconsistent with one another when it comes to the thickness. Sometimes some of the Pound of Loves that I have used have really given me the itchies, and so, and I don't really think it's soft. Although I will say that I've ran into certain colors that are softer than others, but to me, it's just like it's honestly just like Red Heart, and there is just so many value yarns that I would love to use because a lot of times the color is amazing. I mean, honestly, if I could use any yarn, it would be some of the Red Heart stripes and ombres because I think they're just gorgeous. But I can't use them. They make me itch, and I have a lot of skin sensitivities. I'm going off topic, so let's go back. I guess I'm just really upset. So what was upsetting me about Lion Brand is I kept everything that I clicked and wanted to buy or try or whatever, everything, and it would say all the colors are sold out. And then after going through the list, I'm like, okay, well then I'll go back. I'll start clicking on everything. I could not believe how every single thing that I clicked was either completely out of stock. They didn't say sold out. Or they would say this color sold out. But for the most part, it was like all colors are out of stock. Some of it and I thought it was really interesting. Even between each yarn, it was different verbiage. So all the colors are out of stock, or no, it was says every color is out of stock, and then on other ones sold out. And so it was sold out on a lot of the clearance, because I even went to the clearance. I thought, okay, I'm going to the clearance and seeing, because I know that they have been trying to get rid of their spectacular yarn forever. I mean, I didn't even have any desire to even try it, but even it was gone, and everything in the clearance was gone. And I thought, well, okay, wait a minute, now I'm a little upset. If you've gotten rid of all of your clearance, if you don't have anything in your clearance anymore, then get rid of it, because you know you're not going to put it back in your regular selection. So, I don't know. I just was it Lion Brand Spectacular? Or was that Premiere? I don't know. No, that's Premiere. Anyway, I just started getting really upset because even the stuff that I was seeing in clearance, number one, I didn't want, but and which is why, but they were all sold out. So then I'm like, well, this is clearance. You're not going to put it back. So you really should just get rid of your clearance section. I mean, just erase it off of the web, because it makes people like me going in and seeing things that are gone. I can't, why do I want to spend my time looking through your website and find out that it's not even there? Then just take it off. Just take it off. It was just, it just frustrated me. So then I went back again and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I went to the main page and I decided to go through every single one of their yarns. Because True Blue, I thought, okay, for sure, I use True Blue like crazy. I had Kobu, and Kristen Amadal, by the way, if you have not watched her, she's amazing. She doesn't put out as many videos as she used to because because of our economical times, she's pursuing another love of hers. But she just came out with she hasn't. I'm waitlisted for it, but she just designed a beautiful maxi dress pattern that I have got to do. And I started going through all of my ideas about, well, what would be the best yarn? And I thought Kobu would be probably the best yarn because it's thin. It's a thin, lighter weight, a little bit of cotton in it. I was thinking True Blue, because Nubu, I thought, no, Nubu would be too much. So I went to True Blue. There wasn't very many colors at all, and they were colors that I had. So they weren't the colors that I wanted. And by the way, they haven't put out any new colors for True Blue in a long time, which shame on them. And then Kobu is the same thing. They haven't come out with any new colors. I mean, everybody loves Kobu. And but they didn't have any Kobu. Kobu was almost all sold out. Or was it? Anyway, either it was all the colors were gone and all the colors were sold out, or they only had like one, right? So I thought, nope. So I kept going, and I kept going to every single one of them thinking, and I think there was like 4 colors for Stitch. and I just kept going and going and looking at every single one of their yarns. And then I thought, the Velux, oh, you know what? I might pick up a couple of those. No, they were all sold out too. So I'm like, what in the world? I thought, are you just getting rid of absolutely everything? Like, what are you keeping? What's going on here? I've never known them to have so much out of stock. There wasn't anything anywhere that talked about that. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking? So that led me to trying to find Nubu, and I couldn't find it on the site anywhere. So then, of course, I put it up on the search bar, and I looked it up. Sure enough, I found it. I'm like, oh, thank gosh, it's there. But then discontinued. And not only is it discontinued, they have absolutely none left. And I'm like, when did you even put it on sale? I don't even remember them putting it on clearance. So then I got scared. And I thought, I have got to go to Hirschner's right away and get as much Nubu as I can. It's my favorite yarn. It's one of my favorite yarns. It's 100% lyocell. It's a little thicker. I wouldn't mind a thinner one, but I got to get it. So I went to Hirschner's. I looked up Nubu, and darn it, they had a couple. They had let's see, 4 colors. They had yellow. They had a tannish looking color. Anyway, or am I thinking of True Blue? I don't remember. Anyway, they only had 4 color options. And Lysol used to have a lot of color options, or not a lot, but pretty decent. So even Hirschner's doesn't have any. And I'm like, I'm just upset because it's very difficult. The only other 100% lyocell that I know of is Fresh Haven from Hobby Lobby. So I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not a big fan of shopping there for personal and political reasons, but I got curious, and so I went ahead and I thought, well, I better go look. And I looked up Hobby Lobby's online site and looked for Fresh Haven. They don't carry it anymore. So now there's no lyocell there. There's no lyocell through Lion Brand. Premier has never carried a 100% lyocell. Hobie does not. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's like, and for those of you who are wondering, like, well, what's the big deal? Well, lyocell is a bamboo. However, the difference between your bamboos and your bamboo yarns, and lyocell is bamboo. Lyocell connotes the manufacturing process of that bamboo. And lyocell, when you see that, is much more sustainable and sustainably manufactured. So, you know, for me, coming from someone that has a sustainability background and has worked with sustainability, issues a lot of my career, it's really important to me because that's part of my foundational belief system. Is like, I believe in composting everything. I believe in trying to recycle as much as possible. I hate plastic. There's just a lot, and there's also a lot of concerns I have having a love for yarn. I have a lot of concerns around the manufacturing of our acrylic yarns, textiles. And the reason I say that is because, we're talking about petroleum here. We're talking about oil, and there's nothing wrong. I have a lot of acrylic in my collection. There's a lot of reasons to use acrylic. I'm not smashing it. I'm just saying that I believe we need to be more conscious of how all of our goods are manufactured, for instance, where they're manufactured and how. So, like, we get so much from China. Well, as an informed consumer, I know a lot of things that are manufactured in China really pollute the environment, are polluting their environment, are polluting our environment. And so for a variety of reasons, I really don't like buying anything from China. But it's almost impossible, right? It's almost impossible, especially if you want to find the bargains. So you have to really be careful. And think about it in that way. Well, and some people who are going to watch this are going to go, what difference does it make? Well, we can have that debate. I think there's a lot of difference because if more people would use their consumer dollar, like I would love to see more manufacturing come back to this country. I think in order for the United States to be, I'm really on a soapbox here, aren't I? I've really gone away from the topic, but I honestly think that I would love to see more manufacturing happen here. I think we need to bring it back home for so many reasons. But anyway, I am really upset because that's my favorite yarn, and I can't even find surplus so far. So if anybody is listening to this and you can find Nubu somewhere else, let me know. I'm gonna probably scour the planet to try to pick up other Nubu. I do love Trubu too, but it is a different animal. I love Kobu, but of course we can't get any of it on the Lion Brand website because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're just trying to get rid of absolutely every bit of inventory and then restock it. I'm not quite sure. And I don't know. They haven't come out with anything new in a while. I do not know. Premier has been doing a lot of new stuff, and they've been doing some pretty cool discounts. And I was going to put in another Premier order because they've got by the way, if you do want to buy any yarn, Premier's got a really good discount on a lot of their everyday anti-pilling marls. They have got those down really inexpensive. They still have their the Universal Uptown, which they sell for Universal. It's their Uptown Baby. Is still on sale for $2. It is great stuff, guys. Now they've gotten rid of a lot of their colors, but they still have a few, like a tangerine and a yellow one, right? So $2, and I have already bought quite a bit of that. I have a review on this channel. It is soft. I was thinking about going and buying some more, but I decided against it because they have their bunny tracks, and they just came out with on sale, and they just came out with some bunny tracks, fun little variegated stuff, so stripes or something. So I'm gonna get some of that. And then they had, I was thinking of getting some of their chenille, but I think I might just go to the dollar store for that because I just need little balls of chenille. Anyhow, I don't know what's going on with Lion Brand, so if anybody knows, let me know. So I just thought I would get that out there. It just frustrates me because, I guess it just, you get all excited because of an email you get. I don't know how many times I've gotten an email that, we're giving an extra 30% off, but you go to their website and nothing is available except for maybe one yarn that you would never buy in the first place. So I'm not going to buy something that I don't use or I don't like. And I used to buy things on sale without trying it. Like I would get, pretty big batches of it or something, and I get it and I wouldn't like it. So now I've got, quite a bit of things in my collection, for instance, that I can't use, which is why I think I'm going to put quite a bit, I'm going to put different giveaways together, I think. And I will let everybody know, because I'm sure there's so many other people that can use yarns that I can't. And so I'm just very cautious of the yarns that I do use now because of my skin conditions. When I was buying a lot of this yarn, it's like it wasn't as evident to me then. But now it is. And so it's just unfortunate. And yes, there are some acrylics that I can work and that I like. But anyway. So I I don't know what Hobby Lobby's doing either. I was actually surprised to look up their website. They used to have like 4 full pages. Well, they only have 3, and it's not even 3 full pages. So I don't know what they're doing. I know that I didn't see anything from anybody else on their website, meaning there were no Premier, there was nothing from Premier. So they're definitely not selling any more Premier. So for those of you guys who are shopping at Hobby Lobby and trying to go after the sales, pick up whatever they have from Premier that you like and get it all because it doesn't appear like they are going to be carrying it anymore. And, you know, it's very rare that you get anything from Premier for like $1.70 or whatever. And I guess that's what some of this stuff is running. So it's crazy. Anyway, so there's my little rant for today regarding Lion Brand and not being able to find Lyocell. I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to go shopping and look. I'm just going to go see if I can find Lyocell anywhere else. Little Knits, I do know that, you know, We Crochet has some really gorgeous yarns, but, you know, We Crochet isn't all that inexpensive. I mean, it's reasonable, but it's not, you know, inexpensive. And I'll go back and look at Hirschner's and look at the rest of the stuff that they're selling. I know that they don't even have any, like the Willow brand. There's some stuff from Willow that I've always liked, but, you know, some of the stuff, like one of the Willow stuff that I got, that I fell in love with and went to go buy some more, they don't even have. So it's really kind of hard, you know. You want to just buy one to check it out and play with it, and then you go back and, so you're not buying like 6 or 7, 10 skeins, and you go back and you can't find it. And so that kind of, therein relies the rub a little bit. Not that I'm hurting for yarn. I've got quite a bit of yarn at home, but now is the time that I'm going to start destashing a little bit, give some away. I think I'm going to give it, just start now, letting you guys all know. I think once I hit 400 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. It'll be a little bit of everything that I have, but it'll be some good acrylics. I mean, not like high Premier acrylics kind of stuff, but there'll be some, I don't have any Red Heart or anything like that to give away, but I do have quite a few yarns, and fancy yarns and different things like that, it's just not what I need in my stash now for farmers markets and garments and things. And I have been making a lot of garments. So yeah, so I will just kind of put the buzz in your guys' ears for, you know, it would be great if you could forward this on to some other yarny folks, and let's, you know, have them come on over and subscribe. I haven't really cared too much about subscribers, and I really won't in the future, but I do want to give back, and it's also a good way for me to destash a little bit, you know. And I'll whoever wins, I definitely will ask if, you know, they like or can handle wool or not, and I don't want to send anything to anybody that they won't use either. So I'll give some folks an opportunity to kind of pick what they want. So anyhow, there we go. There we go. It is Monday evening. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Chime in down below. Let me know what you're seeing, and tell me how you feel. Oh, and by the way, all of their Sesame Street stuff wasn't even available. It's all gone. Of course, I know that a lot of the characters have been gone for quite a while, and it was so expensive when they first came out, and I wanted, there's so many characters, and all I have is Ernie and Bert and Big Bird. Oh well. Oh well. Bye guys. You have a really good evening, and thanks for spending a little time and listening to my rant. And I'll catch you in the next yarny video. Okay? Bye bye everybody.